You're going to select an inspirational moment from your childhood of your choice. Now, this inspirational moment is going to be turned into a song. You can select any singer-songwriter in history to sing this song. The musical artist can either be from the present or the past, deceased or alive. Which musician do you select? Which inspirational moment from your childhood would you select and why? And finally, what would be the title of this song and why? Guys and gals and pals watching, I will kick it over to Blaine Wilson. The floor is yours, good sir.
Avi, I don't know how you come up with these questions, bro. These are, I mean, my wife looked at this and she goes, "Are you really going to be able to answer this?" And I said, "I don't know. I take a lot of brain power in order to do it." But I think I'm going with Prince, actually. Great entertainer, and that's kind of what I consider myself when I was doing gymnastics. I was more of an entertainer, performer instead of an athlete. It's kind of crazy how a tragedy can turn into an inspiration. I had a buddy, Jason Whitfield, and myself, and Drew Durbin, Dave Eckert. These are all teammates of mine. He was from Michigan, and we all had a pact. We were all going to go to the same college, headed to the same school, same direction. Unfortunately, he ended up dying in a motorcycle accident before he even started school there. It was devastating for me. Ironically, it changed my life's direction. I got a lot of inspiration from his parents. Said I had to carry on his legacy, carry on his name and, do as much for gymnastics as I possibly could. That moment in time inspired me to move forward and to be the best gymnast I could, the best person I could. His parents were awesome. They actually gave me some inspirational tapes that he used to listen to. And they said, "Blaine, you'll get a lot out of these." I listened to him so much that I wore out the tapes. It was an inspiration for me to just move forward and do as much as I possibly could. Not just in the gym, but outside of the gym. What song would I pick? For me, I would have him sing Bumps. What did I have? Bumps in the Road. You may not like the bumps in the road, but you have to deal with them. But it's those bumps in the roads that you need help with. And sometimes you need somebody to give you a little push. It's almost like speed bumps, depending on how big they are.
So my question to you is, what were those tapes? What was he into? What were his hobbies? I want to get to know him a little bit. Like, what was he into?
Well, motorcycles,
right?
Loved it. He flew by the seat of his pants. And that's where I was at. I loved it. We had fun together.
Sure.
Spent a lot of time doing gymnastics, the movies.
Which musician do you select and why? What inspirational moment from your childhood would you select and why? And what would be the title of this song and why?
I'm going to select Tupac. Because Tupac, he was very inspirational to, his people and trying to get them to do the right thing and move forward. He had his tough patch, but at the end of the day, he just wanted to inspire people and inspire his people. My whole basketball journey from elementary school up to high school, because I was a smaller player and playing basketball. So most of the time I wasn't really getting picked. I did get overlooked a lot. That really just taught me just to keep my head down and keep pushing, keep pushing towards the goal. Even though I wasn't seeing the results right then and there, they were going to come. If you don't pick yourself up for the most part and just keep pushing, keep going, it's tough. It's tough out there. It could be just laying people off Google or these big tech companies. Nobody's going to be like, "Oh yeah, hey, how you doing?" You can't cry. You can't sit there and do none of that. You got to get up and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tap into the tech world, start my own app. Friends is telling me, "Oh yeah, why are you doing that? Why don't you just invest in this?" I don't want to do that. I want to set a trend. There's not really too many black people in tech. So I wanted to be the first one to start in that. So
man, that's why Ty Lawson sold those candy bars when he was younger, didn't eat them, because he was known as the candy man of Gwynn Park. Is that right, Ty?
Yeah, man. I like money at the time, so I figured out between breakfast and lunch, people was getting hungry. They wanted some snacks, so I'll go to Sam's Club, get a bunch of snacks for cheap, and I would hide it in my binder. And I had a lunch pail. There was no lunch in it though. It was all
you had Starburst, Sour Patch, Snickers, everything.
It got to the point where they was confiscating my trapper keeper.
Wow. What's the best question, Ty, you've ever been asked and why? Whenever you're ready, the floor is yours.
I was over in Greece and one of the reporters to ask me, what was it? What city best describes your game as a basketball player? You know, because he's like, you've been all over the world. You played in the United States. You played in China. You played in, you know, I played in Africa too for a little bit. So I played literally everywhere. Tokyo, because it's fast paced. Everything's fast paced and electric. Like when you go there, you see that a bunch of bright lights and everything like that. And I feel like that's how my game is. I'm going all over the place. I'm on the court. I'm here. I'm there. And then also, I think just the architecture of the whole of Tokyo. It's precise, but it's like chaos. If you just come out there and look at it, it's like, oh my, it's like, you know, it's all over the place, but they know exactly where they're going. It's not like, oh yeah, I'm lost too. So that's why I feel like my game is, you know, I always said I'm always in control, but it is chaos. You know, I'm out there going fast, but I'm already know where I'm going. I'm about to make this crossover. I'm just reading the defense.
Hopefully I inspired a lot of kids from the time that, you know, from my 34 years in gymnastics. But in the end, I came to the realization for me that my legacy is going to be my kids. Dude, that's it. It's my children. It's what I leave behind. So when I'm dead and gone, how are they going to affect the rest of the world? Are they going to be nice? Are they going to be, you know, proper kids? You know, do things for other people. You know, when people look at them and say, yeah, Blaine did the right thing. You know, he did the right thing with, you know, raising his kids. When I'm dead and gone, you know, they'll look at tapes and whatever, but my kids are going to be it.
If there's a young player who, of course, wants to excel in this game, in this case basketball, but they don't have the talent. Now the work ethic is there, the drive is there. Do you not say anything and let them continuously progress, or do you pull them aside and go, all right, like I don't want to be mean, but there's something missing here. What do you do in that instance? I'm
low key in that dilemma right now. All right.
Oh, okay.
Literally, like there's a kid, there's mom, you know, he wants to play basketball, but
right.
I don't think it's a little too late. He's like 13, 14, but
sure.
His drive is crazy. That's the only reason why I like, you know, train him by himself and everything,
sure.
Dedicated every day. So after next week, it'll be like 3 weeks. And I'm just trying to figure out how I should tell him, or if I should tell him. I think he would maybe appreciate it, but right. I might hold off and just like keep working, see if he gets there. But it's gonna be a tough uphill battle right now.
We'll start with Blaine Wilson. Blaine, if you had the option to pay to see the following, which one would it be of these three and why? Rocky Balboa as a neurosurgeon, Seinfeld as a correctional officer, or Rambo the talk show host?
I'm gonna go with Rambo, the talk show host.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
The intimidation factor right there just would be brutal.
100% Seinfeld, the correctional officer. Yeah. Oh man, you know how frustrated you have everybody that's in prison.
Mr. Blaine Wilson, which of the following would you pay to see and why? Of the following: Alf, attorney at law; Papa Smurf, the hip hop artist; or Mr. Bean, the motivational speaker?
I'll take Mr. Bean. I'll take Mr. Bean for 10. Yes. Oh my God, that dude.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Motivate. How many words could he get out? I don't think he could get that many words out.
That's the appeal, right? Does he have to motivate you? Does he have to say a word?
Maybe it's just a face.
It's just a face. Yeah.
Probably Papa Smurf, the hip hop artist. I was just, it was just kind of interesting how he got the groove, got everybody going. You know.
Yep. Do you have a nice time on this program, my friend?
I guess some of us are used to just answering the typical, you know, how do you think your day went, or you know, just a typical interview. And this is not a podcast. This is more of like, hey man, this is life. Let's talk about it.
Did you have a nice time?
Oh yeah, I had a fun time. This is, like I said, this is different. This is not like it's not a podcast. So I like it. It made me think a little bit different, meet new people, and just get different perspective on things. So this is a fun experience. Hopefully I can do it again. And if you have it next year or whatever, bring me on, because I love this.